welcome to the program Issues on ABS Radio and Television. I am Eze Onwoji. Thank you for joining us. Today we shall look at repositioning the Anambra hospitality industry. We shall brainstorm, we shall discuss, and so you should be part of it. Repositioning Anambra hospitality industry. The hospitality industry contributes immensely to the growth of any economy by providing employment opportunities for people who earn money to fulfill their basic needs, as well as their civic obligations like payment of taxes and other things. This in turn helps to raise the state economy, which is used by governments to provide democracy dividends. And today, we shall look at what hospitality industry is. What is the hospitality industry? And of course, how ready is Anambra State to reposition or sanitize the hospitality industry? And of course, what are the measures? And so we shall interact with Comrade Don Onyenji, Mr. Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, Anambra State. Welcome.
Thank you very much, yes, also.
Welcome home.
Thank you very much. My friends, my people, the Anambra and Nigerians and citizens of the world.
Let's also welcome Achebe Nzube Emmanuel. He is a hospitality industry consultant. So welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
All right. Let's look at what hospitality industry is.
Well, thank you very much. Hospitality industry includes every industry, every outfit that has to do with services. Services that include housing people, in terms of hotels, giving services, in terms of giving people food, making people comfortable. It includes entertainment, because in this industry, so many things are involved. Hotel management and provision of hotels involved, restaurants, bars, any public place. Anybody can enter and have some fun, relax, get some services he wants. These are hospitality industry. So they are all components that make up the industry. So when you say hospitality, it is service oriented. And all these areas I've mentioned also include that. So that is it in a nutshell.
Thank you very much. That is it in a nutshell. The measures the government are taking to reposition the hospitality industry. Let me come to you, Mr. Achebe. The hospitality industry also covers, are people really getting value as they patronize the hospitality industry? You think that people are getting value for their money?
Yes.
Because you're a consultant.
Yes.
You interact with these
very well. Very well. And like my commissioner said, everybody coming to the hospitality industry is coming to get services. The hospitality industry is all about rendering service. And if people pay you money to come to your facility, what they should get in return is 100% services, positive services.
Well, Mr. Commissioner, what are the measures? It seems that these hospitality industries have been messed up, so to say, and the Anambra State government now wants to reposition them. What are the measures you want to use?
Well, there are so many measures, because since people have to look for these services, everywhere in the world, you enter a place, an environment, there are so many things you're looking out for. First of all, that place needs to be organized. You have a feel of being organized. Now, that would entice you to say, oh, welcome. So if it's a leisure park, entertainment park, where you want to have entertainment. It's also part of the leisure, the hospitality industry. You want to go into a park to, have some fun, take your children, it's hospitality. If you want to go into a hotel, it's hospitality. You want to go anywhere to eat, accommodation, customers, restaurants, bars, everywhere. You have to take some food to drink, relax, get entertained. So you are in a business trip, you want to take some time somewhere to, all of these are part of this. Now, for you, first of all, to get into this industry, there is the need for regulation. You don't just jump into an industry and start operating. Only regulation, only everything, even in the Nigerian constitution, everybody is given a right. And for you to also practice anything that is professional, that has to do with human life, there are certain laws, conventions that you must also abide with. Because everything we do in the world is risk-taking. I'll give you an example. You want to start a hotel business. You don't just open up one place, open your parlor, your sitting room, your house, and start operating as a hotel. No. As far as you declare it to be a hotel, it is meant to serve the public. Therefore, there are guidelines. There are templates you must also watch out to make sure that you are not, going against the law. First of all, you must have a license to operate a hotel. No, you operate it. The law here says at least within 3 months you've opened a hotel, you must go for license. That is, you must have obtained license. So it's better for you to get the license before you operate. You don't just wake up any day and see you're opening up a university, a secondary school, a primary school, a hospital, just name it. No. Because you're opening that place for the public. So if, for instance, a hotel in Anambra State does not have a license to operate, then that hotel is operating illegally. Now, if anything happens there and it runs fast of the law, the punishment, whatever goes, will first of all declare, are you even operating with license? If the answer is no, it's just like driving a car without license or acquiring a vehicle without license. Everything we do in life must be guaranteed by the law, except your life, where it doesn't run counter to another person's right. Then you're now talking about fundamental human rights. Otherwise, anything you do that has to also go relational with people's rights and all of that, then there are regulations. That's why the law is everywhere globally. Now, so in going the way we are talking about restructuring the hospitality industry, even in Anambra State and elsewhere, you must operate with a license. That's right. 2, as you have acquired that license to operate, there are certain things you must also look out for. I'll give you an example. Cleanliness is next to godliness. You don't just jump into managing a hotel in a dirty environment. And if you look at it, you may say, hey, this place is good, it's nice, it's clean. But there are professionals that will know, look at it and interrogate that your neatness.
Even customers.
Of course, to fit into customers' rights. Because every customer has a right. And we're talking about life here. That is very, very important. The food you cook, the environment where you're cooking that food, is it decent enough? There are professionals that will regulate and see, yes, you're doing well. Did you put fire arrangement protection in that place you're doing? Just in case there is fire outbreak. So there are certain things to look out for if you want to operate a hotel. There are so many things, including other hospitality outfits. So as time goes on, as we discuss, that's why in fact, your hotel, is it known by the government? That is what we're talking about in terms of license.
Yes, we shall come to that.
So that if you travel outside the world, you're Anambra, for instance, if you're living in Anambra State, you're going to Dubai, you're going to USA, Singapore, Korea, everywhere. As you enter certain countries, your entry is known already. All this traffic in and out, human traffic, not the sale, but the human activities, inflow, outflow of the data is also being captured by governments. So that they can say, how many people get into Anambra State
in a month?
In a year. How many people got into a hotel in a month, on a daily basis, and all of that? That was, it will be part of what you're doing to capture data and statistics that will help the economy to grow. That will also guide the government in providing certain infrastructure. To you, I'll give you an example. Abakaliki Street here, it's been planned by government, and the work is ongoing to get across through UNICEF to Junction and to and all of that. That is what necessitated it is. How many people are using that area? So government will say, okay, since we have this population here, I think it is necessary to do this road. So you're providing infrastructure. So all of these activities are tied together to ensure that you have a comprehensive package that can call an organized society where you do certain businesses that are identified.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Let me come to Chaben Zube. Mr. Commissioner has somehow mentioned some measures on the part of government. Now, on the part of the people, what is the main focus of the owners of the hospitality industry? Because some hospitality industries fail to provide customers with an enjoyable experience. Instead, they believe in making money and exploiting people. Can we the main focus? The owners. Is it only exploiting money, exploiting people?
Not at all. Not at all. No, for the owners, Nigerians, Africans, we like to be forced to do stuff. The priority of the hospitality business is to render services. But on the other hand, the owners have to meet up with the obligations of ownership. Like the commissioner rightfully said, before you operate a business, you should get registrations. Underscored in that registration, there are so many factors that are involved. And 80% of those factors have to do with the government. Like the commissioner talked about kitchen, for example. And we're standard that every kitchen should follow. For example, the kitchen staff, for example, you have to make sure that their health is top notch. To make sure that Fadi medically fit to serve people. And it's the government that will enforce that on you, not the customers. The customers don't know about that. That's why the ministry where the commissioner is are the people involved. They're making sure that these things are up to date. We also have maybe what they call gaseous emissions. Are your generators good enough? Are they situated in a place where people will not have what we call health hazard? So the owner of the owners is not just about making money, it's about being up to date with the requirements of owning a hospitality outlet. I don't know if that answers your question, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll comment. The program is issues on ABS radio and television. Today we are discussing repositioning Anambra hospitality industry. We have in the studio Mr. Commissioner for Culture, Entertainment and Tourism, Comrade Don Onyenji, and of course Chaben Zube Emmanuel, the hospitality industry consultant. Mr. Commissioner, let's look at the social and economic benefits of owning hospitality industry, of course regulating hospitality industry.
Well, the hospitality industry is one of the most economically viable. In fact, in some countries, it ranks number one in the income and revenue of the countries. If you check South Africa here, that is by, close by. If you check Kenya, Now, if you go to, why are people going to Dubai?
Maldives.
Well, there are many of them. So many countries that are benefiting. In fact, just like we have oil here. Do you know this industry is most likely giving Nigeria more than even the oil sector that is going down? Reason being that check every environment, people are eating and drinking, people are traveling in and out. You have employed people here and there. Every hotel, every industry has people being employed. So the GDP is also being promoted. Unemployment is fought through there. The more hotels are being built, for instance, in Anambra, there are many hotels coming up here and there. It is because people are believing in this government in Anambra today, that security is there, that roads are coming up, and there are people who are disposed to spending money to enjoy themselves. So the more you make the environment better, the more people get into it. So now the hospitality industry promotes tourism as it is, because the father title is tourism. Hospitality and all of that, there are things that make tourism. So in tourism, you now discover that people are moving in and out, inbound, outbound. And the people coming to also enjoy, like we have in Anambra State. I use Anambra as a case because it is the case study here. People are celebrating your father festivals, the Ewango, traditional and white weddings and all of that. There is this Obunuke cave, there is Zukana, cave and waterfalls. There are some other leisure parks. And that is why Anambra State Government is developing 2 parks almost at the same time. The Solution Fund City, that is to take off here within the environment of Oka City Stadium. Everything is almost ready to kickstart it. The drawings, the designs, and all of that. The governor is very passionate about it. Now, Agulu Lake has its different class that will bring in tourists. So if by the time the Oka City Solution Fund City takes off, people will be coming in there, the country club will be there, the children's park will be there, swimming pool, wave pool, and all of that, mini golf. And they will also complement the stadium there and some other sports activities. By the time you have it, you will now realize, Oka is a city. Somebody can say, now let me go back to Oka and enjoy myself. Take your family from Onitsha and elsewhere. When Agolo comes on board, somebody can fly from any part of the world. Lake there. The lake environment was going to be packaged around it. The canopy of trees that are there, the gully you're going to do, the canopy walk and all. These are beautiful things that attract people into environments, into countries. And you pay. That is the watchword now. The economics of it. Come for 500 naira. You have thousands of people, families visiting these places. If the hotels are doing well and well regulated, people will be coming in to sit, relax, and enjoy themselves, sleep in these hotels. Our hotels will be doing very well.
And the community is developing.
The communities are developing because wherever you have a hotel, you have also ancillary businesses here and there going on. Before you know it, already in a chapel. If you want to visit the place as we automate, have the list of registered hotels in Anambra State, you can click the ministry's website to ask, just like you do it from here. You can be here and book a hotel in USA and every other place you travel to. Without being there, you pay online, you're relaxed. Just link you up to the hotels and you come in. Your airport is also part of it. So the economy is so much that if it is developed, most places will gain more from tourism than even other revenue sources. So it's great. And what it does is, economically, it's boosting the state, the country. Socially, it's giving life, enjoyment. People are bottled up in our places. Look at Onitsha. Nobody's thinking about going to a leisure park. And the governor is now saying he is going to develop a leisure park in Oboko alongside a hospital, good hospital around that place. So you see that if you open up, in fact, Governor Charles Oludo is saying we must also encourage communities to also develop leisure parks here and there. So that if you're bottled up, if you feel you leave your house, sit out somewhere with good music, with all the roasted chickens and all of that, the barbecue drills, and then that is what the society is all about. And they live it. So it goes round and round and round and round. This boosts the economy. More industries will be coming in because we're also talking about the ease of doing business. Anambra is number 7 in Nigeria on the ease of doing business. I will encourage and congratulate Governor Charles Oludo on this. So for making Anambra State number 7. And we are targeting going beyond that. And even that is the first in southern Nigeria almost. East and environment. So the tourism industry provides great opportunity for everybody.
Well, somebody called in yesterday for Oboko and said that Oboko is now shining in the night. Early morning, he was around 5:30 when we were early morning, and he said that Oboko is now shining. So he can allow a governor. He said, Commissioner,
the governor, before he was sworn in and during his campaign, said he was going to take Oboko first. So after his swearing in, the next day he went to Oboko. Oboko was the first place governor awarded contract in terms of roads, and the roads that are going on, they are working on the roads, and the roads will go with all the infrastructures like street light will be there, and every other thing. So at the end of the day, Oboko will no more be a slum. Because you remember that a few years ago, Oboko was declared one of the greatest slums in the world. So Governor Soludo he's a global person, he's gone around, he's seen things. That's why he's targeting Oboko. So I'm not asking to end Oboko. No.
Mr. Chebe, let's allow you give maybe 1 or 2 minutes consultancy to just free consultancy. I think I know. Okay. To maybe intending hotel owners and Indian.
Okay, thank you, sir. The hospitality industry is a very interesting industry. Like I always tell staffs today, most of them when they go to the hotel, they just think they are serving drinks and food. They don't see a career in it. The hospitality industry exposes you to a whole lot of things in life, from the owners to the staffs that occupy the facility. Like I tell people, it's not about the building. ABS is not about the structure. It's about those persons that occupy the day-to-day activities. It's same in the hospitality industry. Let's go to one. Let's talk about training of staffs. We term it SOP, Standard Operational Procedures. It is there in all parastatals. The police have it, the banking sector has it, the military has it. It is there in everything that has to do with business. Okay, for example, the hospitality industry is taking a new phase. Thanks to God for bringing our honorable commissioner to square the affairs of that area. Let me use the road as a case study. It was actually a problem for hotels. By the grace of God, I run 4 hotels in Oka. So I can tell you the positive effects of the development strides we're seeing with numbers. When I mean numbers, I mean with revenue. And when your business is thriving with government presence, you should be able to give back to that same government. For example, the other day I was talking to one of my MPs because AIRS, Anambra Internal Revenue Service, they are in the window of revenue drive, just like the ministry will get into their window of revenue drive. People don't just wake up and do revenue drive. There are windows for it. One of my MPs was sounding somehow regarding PIT. PIT is personal income tax. Personal income tax helps you in a lot of ways. It's not just about paying government. If you want to do, for example, you want to contest for House of Assembly or House of Senate or Rep, you provide your PIT. If you want to seek for contracts from government, you provide your PIT. But people have this idea of, why am I paying tax? I'm not supposed to be paying tax. But you're enjoying government dividends. So in the area of trading hotel owners, I think they have to pay for it. But I'll give them a little idea of training. You go to a lot of hotels. You lie down on the bed and then maybe in the morning you see something in your bed, it could be bed bug. Some of them don't even disinfect their rooms. That is where the ministry comes in. The ministry comes in there and imposes it on you. If you cannot create that standard of cleanliness, the ministry will impose it on you to create it. You can go to a hotel now, go around, go to 10 hotels at least. You see about 5 to 6 hotels that have expired biscuits or drinks in their fridge. It affects people. And government is there to also protect citizens. If you cannot protect citizens because you want to make money, then the government will enforce you to protect citizens because that's where the government comes in. Say for instance, in the area of security, just like our governor, Mr. Soludo, is trying to fight and curb insecurity. These people that come to cause problem in these states, they don't stay in the bush as you think. They lodge in hotels. And if the ministry is effective, if you cooperate with the ministry, you will help security. Just like when I hear, when listen to you there sometimes, I hear you people say, if you see something, say something. That's just like a catchy phrase for the security network that Mr. Governor is trying to do. The other day I saw that they said 112 is not working very well, just to help security. So the hospitality sector is vast. It has a lot, a whole lot to do in that security aspect. Going to the other area, capacity development. When you build a hotel, you don't just build it for yourself. You build it for the society. You build it for employment. We are happy that people are doing a building these hotels. But how do your facility affect government? How do you help the government as you're helping yourself? It is by paying taxes. Some people think with their CAC they should be able to operate. No, CAC just helps you register a name. That one is federal. At the state level, you must do the things the way it should be done. I've managed hotel for about 12 years. And in Anambra, let's say I've been here for 8 years now. People have not been paying taxes. Our governor, you must pay tax. And you will see the dividends of that tax.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We want to go now, Mr. Commissioner, 30 seconds. Your advice to both hotel owners and users as well.
Well, I want to first of all start with our hotel owners. They are our brothers, they are friends. We want to make the environment good for you. So you should respond to what government expects and what the law says. Register your hotel, train your staff, make the environment good enough, make the business exciting, especially services. There's no time to explain a lot of things about hotel management and all of that. But you go into a hotel, 40, 50, 1 hour, you're able to get service you want. These are issues, Adam. And we go down and see this. Pay, security is very costly, and government is providing it. If there's security, more people will come into your hotels and enjoy and stay and all of that. The money is coming into your pocket direct, not into government's pocket. So there are a lot of things. In fact, government is working for you. Simplicity. So, and for our citizens, I want to appreciate you on behalf of the governor. You are responding very well. At least nobody has said Soludo is not working. Everybody is happy. So this collaboration between government and the people is very important. And we're happy, keep working for you, and you'll see the benefits practically. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Tom Onyenji. Mr. Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, thanks a lot for coming home.
Thank you very much.
And Mr. Cheben Zube-Manuel, Hospitality Industry Consultant.
Thank you very much, sir.
On behalf of everybody here, and of course, the producer is here already, Don Onyenji. I'm Eze. I want to see you again. Bye for now.